Just for the record, we are not recording this on government time. With that said, let's get to the intro. Why am I the only one dancing to this great tune, man?
Sounds like a People Are Awesome video.
Welcome, everybody, to the Six Nutz Podcast. Episode 53. I'm your host, Dave. I'm psyched, pumped, excited to be here. I'm joined, as always, by Paul Bourgon, right down there, and Jordan Angus over there. This is a really amazing episode because we are going to be doing the beer awards. We got it. We got player cards. We got player stats. We got awards. We got all kinds of stuff we got to get through. But stick around because at the end, in our final thoughts, Mr. Jordan Angus is going to have a special update on the Cultures Comedy Club situation. It's big news in the Ottawa comedy community. So he will address it head on. Can I say that? Head on. Final thoughts.
I don't know if anybody actually gives a shit. To
Sort of like every story I tell.
But Paul Bourgon, you had a show this past Saturday.
Yes,
before we get to Hold My Beer and the Beer Awards, do you want to recap that show? How'd it go?
It went very well, actually. I did 8 or 9 minutes, I think. It was just
89 minutes.
Yeah, 89 minutes. I did. Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
I read Canterbury Tales.
Exactly. I love it.
No, it was actually really good. I did a couple new jokes. Ones that I did at Barley Mow.
Yeah.
Like again. It's funny, you're going out to, like you're an hour or two away from doing a show and you kind of like think of something and you're like, oh my God, like I got to say this. And it kind of like throws off your set in a way. And
yes.
I mean, I it's only happened a few times, but like I wrote it down and I was like, that might have been the funniest thing ever thought of by any human being.
Yes.
Like in all time. Like that was my mentality, right? And
yeah,
you know how the open mics are. You get the odd laugh here and there, and it wasn't discouraging at all, right? It was one of those things where I didn't really. I was like, I don't care if they laugh or not. This is hilarious to me, right?
Yeah.
And it was the one about Rapunzel's pubes. Like,
yeah.
You ever heard of Rapunzel's pubes?
Yeah.
So I just thought it was really funny. But
yeah,
so, good feedback from you guys. You guys definitely pumped me up last show. No, it was really good. Saturday was good. I got another one coming up on Wednesday and then Thursday and then busy.
Nice, right on. Good to hear. So that was at the Ridge Rock.
Rock, yeah, where we were.
Yeah, with Brendan McKeegan was I guess the feature or headline or whatever you want to say.
Yeah. He's awesome. He's he's one of those guys that it seems like he's just talking. Like how like everybody has their set. Like everybody has their things they want to talk about. But I think it's a sign of a veteran comedian is somebody who can come off like it's off the cuff. Like I'm sure he has after 26 years. A nailed down set in his head. But I don't know. It's just it's cool to watch guys who kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point, man. Good point. And I noticed that Glenn Foster is very good at that. Like, making it look like he just came up with the idea. And
again, like nerd, 40 plus years, right? Like you got a bit of a knack for it after a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we got a great show. Glad to hear it went well, Paul. So we have Hold My Beer coming up in a second, but before we get to that, I want to remind everybody to like, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media, and you know what, guys? We hit a milestone. Here, I'll bring up the graphic here. Let's get it. We hit 100 subs. We hit 100 subs. Let me get the sound effects. Here we go.
And you guys can thank me for that one. I got my niece to go on it, and
100 subs.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because in our group chat we hit 100. I think Jordan posted a message in our group chat. Hey, we hit 100. So I go on there and we're at 100. And then about half an hour later, we were down to 99. So we were back down. And then a couple hours later, we were up to 101. So we just went blowing by the 100 sub mark, man.
Did you guys take, like, you obviously have to, if you don't have thick skin, you got to develop thick skin, in this kind of industry. But
yeah,
did you guys kind of, like, in a little way get offended by someone unsubscribing?
Yeah, it's like what are you doing, man?
What
is this?
Like, what was it? And I'd like to sort of comfort myself. I was like, well, maybe they were just they wanted something else to pop up when they went on YouTube instead of like this every time. Maybe they wanted, like, I don't know, fart videos or something,
Yeah.
They saw the female driver episode and they're like, fuck this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have, like, when you don't have like 1 million subscribers, every subscriber, you notice it, right? Like, you go down one, you notice it. It's a big deal. It's like, who the hell? Who was it? So I've got some staff actually working on seeing who it was, and we're gonna hunt them down. And
good.
I don't know what we're gonna do. All right, let's get to our favorite segment, and will be the focus of this show. What is the segment called, gentlemen?
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Why don't we do it? Why don't we each say a word? I'll say hold. Jordan, you say my. Paul, you say beer. Hold.
My
testicles.
You're watching Nutz Podcast, and this is how I hold my beer.
All righty. Hold my beer for episode 53, where we go around the virtual room and introduce our beverage of choice, which I think might be all the same this week. Jordan, explain what is happening for this one, man.
Yeah, we got from Broadhead Brewery. It was actually, I guess, a collaboration they did with one of the Ottawa Charge players, number 26. So we should all be drinking the Raspberry Wheat Ale.
Yes, sir.
At least I hope we're all drinking this.
I got mine right here. Autographed, too. They're autographed.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they're limited edition. I was at Broadhead, I want to say last weekend, and they didn't have them anymore. So we might be tasting the only ones left in Ottawa.
All right. So maybe we should, like, all drink at the same time in celebration of 100.
All right. Cheers, boys. To 100.
Cheers to 100.
Cheers.
It's good.
Oh, that's nice.
I can definitely taste the raspberry. Yeah.
That's really good. Is it raspberry?
Yeah.
Raspberry Wheat Ale. Ottawa Wheat 26. What is the player's name? I'm sorry, I'm terrible with.
I think it's the person. It's a girl who owned the company or something like that. It was her jersey number.
It's Emily Clark, is it
Emily
not?
Clark. Yeah.
It says right here, actually.
Yeah, her name is on the can.
Yeah, Emily Clark.
Yeah.
Olympian and hockey hero.
Nice.
Wow.
You know what?
That would be a good summer beer.
That may be at least in the top 3 best beers I've ever had.
Yeah. Are you just saying that, Paul?
I'm not just saying that. No,
you're not.
It's really
Paul
good.
doesn't like something he says. Oh God.
No, absolutely. I wish I hated it. I wish.
Yeah. All right, let's go around the virtual room and let's get some ratings, man, because we cannot do this segment without ratings. So, Jordan, since this was your find, maybe you could start us off with the ratings, man.
Well, thank Monica actually for that. She got us all the beers for this episode. Thank you, Monica. My rating for this one is going to be 26 out of 10.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Woo! I love that rating, man. That's a good one. I love that, man.
If you can still get your hands on this beer, please do. It's pretty good. It'd be a great summer beer.
26 out of 10. Paul, can you top that or what?
I give it a 9.26 out of 10.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Really good.
Yes, sir.
What, are they sold out or something like that? You can't get them? It's Broadhead.
I don't know. Like I said, last time I went to Broadhead, there was none there. So
okay.
Maybe they're just so good they sold out. I don't know.
Where is Broadhead?
Orleans.
Okay. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 2.6 out of 2. I had to think of a way to get 26 in there, so a 2.6 out of 2. It's a good beer, man. I will admit.
What would
Good
that
beer.
be in like fractions? Would that be like a
26
negative? It's
over
a
20.
-4 or something. Like if it, or it's a, you know what I mean? Like math, right? Like I just.
It's a 1.6 out of, so it's 1 and 6 over 20. You know, math is not a good podcast subject, man.
Okay, there, Alfred Einstein.
E equals MC squared. It's 1.2 over 10. So
E equals MC2.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, it's a friggin' clean sweep, man. This is a good beer. Thank you, Jordan. Or
Very
thank you,
tasty
Monica.
beer. Yeah.
Thank you, Monica, for getting this. And best of luck to Emily Clark and the Ottawa Charge, who are like going to make the playoffs, hopefully.
What's the Ottawa Charge? Credit card company?
Funny
What
guy.
is it?
That's
It's a PWHL hockey team. It's our PWHL women's hockey team.
PWHL.
Professional Women's Hockey League.
Just kidding.
All right. That brings a misogynistic end to Hold My Beer.
You're watching Six Nutz Podcast, and this is how I hold my beer.
Back down to 99 subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you ever watch like the women's like FIFA team or like the WNBA All Stars or like the professional women's hockey, like the Team Canada, and like as a man you think like, oh, I could beat one of these girls, like.
Oh, fuck no.
Destroy me.
Yeah.
Destroy me. And I think here I am thinking like I've played 21 before, so like obviously I've got a ball in a hoop before, you know. But like I absolutely sucked at basketball. Like I'm 6'3", so you'd think that I'd have that height advantage. No, it's like it's ridiculous how bad I am. And you really do have to put your ego aside, when you're seeing professional athletes, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, right? They're professional athletes. I try to explain that to somebody. I'm good at basketball, but if I had to play against like the worst female professional basketball player, 100% I'm still gonna lose because that's what they do for a job.
Yeah,
I don't do it for a job.
And they understand the technical side of it too. Like I remember when I was in high school, we were playing soccer, and one of the guys, a friend of mine, he's 2 grades higher than me. And he's Italian, like full-blown Italian guy, and he played soccer his whole life. But he was like 120 pounds, you know, like 5'8".
Yeah.
And I still remember to this day. I can remember, like we're both running for a ball. Like the ball was passed to one of us. We're both running for the ball, and he like as we're both running for it, he like just runs up and just hip checks me out of the way. Because I'm like running hard for the ball and he just gave me that little hip check, like I was just completely off kilter. You know when you're like almost about to fall kind of thing. Like yeah, like I was I ended up in the parking lot, but just like the height and weight advantage that I had meant nothing against somebody who's a technical player. And I don't know, I just always remember that, like, man, you know, muscle and speed, you know, if you don't have technique, it could be a downfall to you. But anyway.
Yeah, no, it's true. I remember years ago, I used to play beer league hockey. And this one particular night, somebody brought out a ringer. He played for the Montreal Canadiens AHL team at the time. This was years ago. And he was a goon, right? So not considered a scorer. But whenever he took the puck, we couldn't touch him. Like he went through us like a knife through butter, man. And this was a goon in the AHL, and he made us look we were friggin' pylons, man. It was incredible the skill this guy had. Incredible.
Yeah. Even the goons like in the NHL who aren't the scorers, like Chris Neal. I remember.
Oh my God, yeah.
My uncle used to own the North Bay Centennials.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and I remember I was in North Bay visiting my cousin once. He took me to a game. I think I was like 15, 16, and Chris Neal played for them.
Yeah.
And he had 3 goals, 2 assists, and 3 fights where he like absolutely creamed the other guys he was fighting. You know what I mean? He was the star player on the team.
Yep.
And I mean, CHL, or is it OHL or CHL? Was that?
That's OHL.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean, it's a step below, I guess, professional, if you want to call it. But like the top guys in those leagues are usually the ones that advance to the NHL, right? But like they definitely stick out
big time.
Oh,
and he ended up being a goon, like a fighter.
He was a tough guy, but obviously, an integral part. But the real deal, Chris Neal.
Yeah, great guy.
He was a good guy. Yeah.
Speaking of the real deal, we got the beer awards.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
It doesn't matter what we were speaking of. Like, speaking about bidets.
You guys ready, man?
Yeah, man.
All right, buckle up for this intro, man. Here we go. Welcome to the first annual Beer Awards. Oh, that music is so inspirational, eh?
You guys know what the people are awesome videos are? It's just like clips of people like doing like flips off of, like garage roofs and landing on one leg and.
Yep.
Stop.
I feel like I underdressed for this. Like I should have come.
Like, we should all be in tuxes.
Why isn't this being held at the NAC in front of our family and friends? Like this is serious.
Well, you know what? They could not pay us enough, so we are stuck here. And I got to be honest, the presentation is going to be really choppy. Like how I bring these things up on the screen, it's going to be really awkward and choppy, but it's going to be worth it, man. Going to be worth it. So let's start with the awards, and then I'll get to the player cards. So we got a stats card for each one of us. So it's really funny, man. Of course, not done on government time, Paul. It was all done on break, lunchtime, and after hours, just to clear the record.
I'm not your boss.
Yeah, but my boss may be watching.
Just get your files done, get your work done. That's all I care about.
All right, we're gonna start with an award for me because I'm the host, and my name starts with D, so alphabetically, I'm number one. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. All right, can you guys see that?
Yes.
All right, so I am the first ever winner of the Iron Stomach Award. All right, so when I present these, I expect a standing ovation, please. So I win the Iron Stomach Award because, where is it here?
I love how it's in paint.
I know. Well, you know what? How the hell do I do this? Okay, I just lost it. See, I told you this is going to be a little choppy, man, so you got to bear with me.
Well, I remember these episodes. One of them had rust on it.
Yeah, so it's for consuming, it says down below, for consuming beer that expired in 2020.
The aluminum stomach.
For two episodes in a row, episode 33 and 34, I drank Big Rock beer, which expired in 2020. So for that, I win the Iron Stomach Award.
Congrats, Dave.
Well done,
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Definitely earned it. And I think you do have probably iron stomach for sure now. Rust and lined and everything, man. That's
yeah,
exactly.
You might want to consult a physician.
Yeah. Exactly.
Poisoning.
All right, so let's do another one. Okay, the next award goes to Paul Bourgault. Paul wins the award. Here we go.
Longest drawn out stories with no point.
The Man's Man Award. Congratulations, Paul. The Man's Man Award.
Can't wait to hear the explanation to this one.
For chugging a Budweiser King can live on the episode 36. You chugged a Budweiser King can on episode 36.
I've never seen a man down a beer as fast as Paul can.
I've got a buddy who I beat him once, and then he's like, "Want to do another one?" He's like, because you're burping. He's like, "Want to do another one?"
Yeah.
And he beat me, and then beat me again later on that night. Like
Can we get him on an episode and have you two like chug a beer together?
Yes.
Probably.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Maybe our next live episode.
Have him on, crack the beer, chug, and he doesn't even speak. And then we just
Thank God.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all we want him for.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for having me, guys.
And done.
so, if you want proof, go back and look at episode 36. You'll see Paul Bourgon chugging a King can. Budweiser.
He did it.
I'll chug another one for you next episode if you want.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You chugged a beer live too at our live show for prostate cancer. You
did.
Killed us. And I'm not too bad at chugging beer, but I looked and you were done. I'm like, and I still had a quarter left. I'm like, fuck. Like,
Dave drank half of his.
I don't think I had the glass up to my mouth before Paul was done. Like, holy fuck. Like, I can't hold a candle to that, man. I can't chug. I'm not a chugger. But Paul,
I'm still not anywhere near a world class. Like, I've actually YouTubed and watched videos of people how you are supposed to relax your stomach, and they literally just pour it right down. It's gone in like 1.8 seconds or something. They chug a beer.
That's incredible. Well, how do the hot dog guys, like, they eat 60 hot dogs in like 10 minutes? Like, how the fuck do they do that?
I mean, I don't really want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
They wet the bun, they dip the bun in water, and then they just down the hot dog without chewing it, like 2 bites kind of thing, and
they just shove it down. They're like a stork, man. Not a stork, a pelican.
Yep.
Pelican. And if you look at Joey Chestnut, who's won like 100 years in a row, the guy's skinny.
I wonder how many chestnuts he can eat.
Yeah, exactly.
He's allergic.
Yeah, he's nut allergy. All right. We got to get to Jordan's award, so here we go. Here it is, man. Jordan, congratulations. You won the Mr. Versatility Award for never having the same drink twice in a row. Woo!
Thank you.
Never the same drink twice.
I just want to thank my team that's helped me. I had a lot of people behind the scenes that bought me beers and wanted me to test them out here. I want to thank Nate and Carolina for telling me to, go out of my comfort zone and try some IPAs. I want to thank Monica for getting beers when I needed them. I want to thank Jen for getting beers when I needed them. I know I'm missing some people, but I don't have a lot of time. So thank you, everybody who contributed.
You're missing the most important person to thank, and that's your liver.
Oh,
Exactly.
I want to thank my liver for being with me 100% of the time that I needed it to hold strong, so that way I could do this.
Oh, Jordan, come on! Yeah.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye, Jordan. All those people to thank. It's a beautiful speech, man. Beautiful speech. So those are the awards, and now let's get to our player cards, man. So we're gonna go through this, and if you have questions, man, I have the list right here.
I want to see the player card. Like, can we print these out and get them as like Topps cards, like hockey cards?
We can certainly do something like that, man, for sure. Because these are pretty cool.
Did you guys collect hockey cards ever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you still have them?
Oh yeah.
I got a whole box of them. But the one card that I used to have that it probably ended up in the spokes of my bike. I had a Bobby Orr fucking rookie card. Bobby Orr rookie card when I was like 6.
The longer one, where it was like
I don't know.
Yeah, I just know. Yeah, it is.
I just know it was a Bobby Orr, and I don't know what I did with it. Something stupid.
My old karate teacher, like way back in the day when I was like 10, it was like for our like brown belt or purple belt exam or something like that. We stayed at his place, like 5 of the students who were testing. And he lived right by Mooney's Bay. And anyway, the next day we had to go to Mooney's Bay and run up and down the hill 10 times. Anyway, so we stayed there at his place that night, and we're talking about hockey cards. And he showed me in his room, he has shoe boxes. He had like 4 or 5 shoe boxes, and like clumps of cards wrapped in like rubber bands.
Yeah.
So they're all bent and warped. Oh, he had four Bobby Orr rookie cards.
Oh my god!
But
holy shit!
But they're bent,
completely warped.
Oh.
You know?
Oh,
I have blew my mind. He had Gordie Howe cards, all old cards he was collecting as a kid. Yeah.
I have, and it's my most prized possession, and it's in it's sealed too, so that way it's my retirement fund basically. It's a signed Wayne Gretzky card when he played for St. Louis. Okay?
Oh my God!
He only played for St. Louis for like 30 games, not even, and I have that signed. So
holy,
it's my retirement fund.
Listen to this. I don't know if I've ever said this to you guys. Legit, my brother, who's collected cards his entire fucking life, I think he's missing like 8 or 9 of them, but every Wayne Gretzky card ever made.
Holy shit! Wow.
Like from the rookie card, first and second year, which is in like a double, like hard plastic case.
Yep.
To every Wayne Gretzky card in order.
That's how you keep it mint.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, he has like Marilyn Muir, like Grand Fuhrer, Paul Coffey, like all like, oh man, it's insane. And like the shoe boxes at my mom's house of like, baseball cards, and we found like 4 Sammy Sosa rookie cards. When we were changing my mom's windows one day, we're
back when he was black.
We just got caught up.
Oh. Sorry, I had to.
What'd you say?
I said back when he was black.
Oh wow. 98 subscribers.
Exactly. By the way, Paul, I looked it up while you were talking. Wayne Gretzky rookie card selling on eBay for $3,000. Oh, sorry, yeah. Bobby Orr rookie card.
Bobby. Yeah.
$3,000.
It's funny. Some of them, like I think one sold for like 350,000, but that was like a 10 plus, like on this scale of 1 to 10 of like mint condition. But like a 9 out of 10 is something like $10,000. You know what I mean? Like it significantly drops in price. But yeah, I'd say he's probably worth $5,000 just the rookie card.
Freaking crazy, man.
Yeah. I used to collect cards and comics. I had a bunch of really good comics. I had the Hulk #1.
Wow.
Yeah, got stolen. Got ripped off. My house got broken into. I had
comic book, you mean?
Comic, yeah. I had like a binder with the comic books in them, and I still have a bunch right now. Like I've got Wolverine 1 through 20,
Those could be worth a lot of money, man. I mean, a lot of money.
It's funny. You think to yourself, like, "Oh man, this thing must be worth $10,000," and you go, like, so I'll tell you a story. So I was over at a buddy's house one day. We're having a few drinks, having a couple laughs, and we're talking about cards and their value and stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, get this!" I'm like, "My brother has the complete set of the Batman movie cards, like with Michael Keaton. They made cards." And he's got them in like a box of the entire set. I'm like, who knows what that's worth? And everybody looks it up and just starts like guttural laughing.
Right. Yeah.
$2.36.
Oh my God.
for the set, So you think these things are worth like way more than what they actually are worth, right? But yeah, like the first Wolverine. I thought the first Wolverine, like the Wolverine #1. Like had to be at least $500, right? But like you can buy them on eBay for $75, $50, $75, right? I guess it just depends on the condition of the thing,
Yeah. That's why I love that show, Pawn Stars. You guys ever watch that show?
Yeah.
Love that show, man. And then you see the coolest things coming in, and the guys, obviously, the store's always trying to lowball these guys. You're like, fuck no. Hold out for more. That's like,
you ever see what that there was like a sheik in Dubai or something like that. Somebody in like Dubai bought obviously a billionaire. He bought the Superman, the Action Comics Superman #1. He bought it for like $10 million or something like that.
Holy shit!
And it's worth like $200 million now. Like I'm making up these numbers, but just the Superman #1. Like imagine getting your hands on that.
That would be insane. Of course, that's probably a drop in the bucket for him. If he's a sheik in Dubai, 10 million is pocket change.
All right, sir. I want to see our player cards, man. I want to see our player cards.
All right, what are we doing? Okay. All right, so who's first here? Who wants to go first?
I don't care. Dave. Dave wants to go first.
Okay, me first.
Dave's player card.
All right, player card for Dave. Here we go. and it should be up on the screen. So here we go. So total segments played. So we had 50 episodes, but we didn't do beer for the first 2. So we only did 48 episodes or segments of Hold My Beer. So 48 segments played, 48 beverages. The beer to spirits. So I broke it down. How many beers versus spirits? A spirit is like White Claw or, vodka, soda, whatever. Yep. 40 beers to 7. Turn in a man card.
I definitely have one of those for sure.
Yeah, so I had a T. I was the first one to break the beer barrier. So I had 1 T, so I turned in my man card. My longest streak of the same beer in 2 consecutive episodes was only 2, surprisingly. Wow. Yeah, but the interesting thing is I had 2 Mill Street Organic, then the T, and then 2 more Mill Street Organics. So the T broke up a streak of 5, potentially 5. So thank God I had the T. Loyal or lazy? I had 10 Mill Streets. 10 Mill Street Organics in the 40 beers that I had.
Dave, when you see your wife, does she say, "Oh my God, Dave, where have you been?" Like, how much time does it take to make these?
And the total drink varieties out of the 48 drinks, I had 34 different varieties. Sorry, I had 9 Mill Street Organics, but in total, I had 10 Mill Street beers. So I had 9 Mill Street Organics and a different Mill Street. So a lot of analysis went into this.
Wow.
So that is my rookie card.
It's funny, like you do this, but like all it is just this. Like these stats are just things we've done. Like you like comparatively, it does nothing for the future, what you're going to drink next. Yeah. I mean, you might be able to go, since you've had 9 or 8 or 9 Mill Streets, that you may have another one, but you might not now. Maybe you have anxiety. Maybe you'll never drink Mill Street. So,
I love this shit, though. I love the analysis breakdown. This is like my cup of tea. Yeah.
So any comments? Comments on my card? Any comments on my card?
I'm surprised that you have 34 for drink variety, honestly. Like, that's a lot. That's impressive. That's impressive numbers there.
Not bad,
And you only had 1. You had 1 T. That's pretty good. Okay,
I was very sick, man. I was sick as a dog.
I remember that. Yeah.
I like to comment on how happy you look in that picture.
Yeah. Do you like the 4 chins? What a fat slob I am there, man.
Well, at least you don't have 5. You don't have 5.
Yeah. That was like peak pandemic weight, man. That was probably the heaviest I've ever been in my life.
And that's why you're so happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's why I'm miserable all the time.
I'm a sad fat person,
Yep. But just for interest, it's been a long time since I've had Mill Street Organic. It's been 4 episodes. So I'm probably due. All right. So any more comments on this before I bring myself down? And we'll bring
that's good, man. That's good. I do want to get these, send them to me after, because I'll put them on the Instagram, because I kind of lackluster on that.
I will, man. All right. Do we want Paul or Jordan next?
Let's do Paul.
All right, Paul. Let's go. Where are you? All right. Here comes Paul Morgan's player card. Here we go.
I wanted to see how many big rigs.
All right. So he's got 46 appearances, so 46 segments. Total beverages, 46. Beers versus spirits, he's had 36 beers and 10 non-beer alcoholic drinks. We call him the Big Rig because he's had Big Rig drinks of various varieties 12 times.
Hell yeah.
Anxiety. I have anxiety now because of this. When you put it all out on paper like that. Yeah.
So his longest streak is only 3. So he had Big Rig Hard Root Beer in episodes 4, 5, and 6. So that was his longest streak. King Can Chugs, he had 1 episode 36. Drink varieties, 36 to my 34. So more varieties than me. And at the bottom, take note, alcoholic beverages 100% of the time. No beer, no tea, no coffee, no water. He has brought it every single episode.
That's exactly
proud of you, man.
The type of player you want on your team is somebody who gives it 100% every single episode. And you, Paul, you did that.
I do.
Proud of you, man.
Yes.
Proud of you.
I do.
So is he the Chris Neal?
I really try to maintain that like no one. I don't want to be a half alcoholic. No one talks about people who aren't alcoholics. You know, and I wouldn't say I'm an alcoholic, but the stats would prove me wrong.
Those are some good stats, man.
All right, so here's something very interesting because I have the list right in front of me, and of the first 11 drinks that you had, 10 were Big Rig.
It was right down the street, you know, and like
exactly.
It'd be like an hour before we're recording, and I'd be like, "Oh shit," you know.
Exactly.
10 in the morning, I can't go to the beer store or liquor store, you know.
That being said, you've also had the most number of King cans, which I could not fit onto your player card.
Okay.
But you've had the most number of King cans, so that's a great performance, man. That's a great rookie card, Paul.
I'm pretty sure every single one was a King can. I mean, I've had a bottle of Corona, I think, once. Well, you have the stats in front of you.
Yeah, but I didn't note King can, except unless you said this is a King can. So if they were all King cans,
that's all I would ever buy. That's all I like. You know, it's the only horse I ride. Yeah.
Oh man! So Paul, you are the Chris Neal of this show, man.
Okay.
No doubt. Brings it every night. So that is Paul Bourgon. Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you.
We will send these stats out, man. We'll put them up on social media.
Please don't.
And, let's get to the last one. Jordan Angus, your player card. Here we go. All right. So, Jordan, this is a very interesting
I knew it.
Mario Lemieux-esque. So you had 48, obviously, segments, games played. Total beverages.
Beverages?
You had 50 beverages in 48 segments because in episode 38 and 40, you had 2 drinks.
I had to make up for the fucking waters.
You had 2 drinks, man.
Hell yeah.
So congratulations. Beers to spirits, 40 beers, 8 spirits. Turn in man card is you had 2 waters.
Yep. Yeah. I was feeling rough, I'm sure. But I had to make it up for the 2 drink episodes, you know?
Yes. Well, the 2 waters I can attest. They were both after a very, very good night at a comedy club. So you were feeling the pain. So you were hungover. Longest streak is only 1. As I said, you never had the same drink twice. Multiples. So you had multiples of the same drink twice, 5 different times. Total varieties, 45. And at the bottom, again, I'll say it for the 3rd time, never the same drink twice in a row.
Jeez, Jordan, if you were a hockey player, you'd be Jeremy Jagermeister.
He's like the Swiss Army knife, you know?
Yep.
You're like the player that can do everything. What player can do everything? Mario Lemieux? We talking Lemieux?
What player can
we talking Gordie Howe? Gordie Howe can fight. He can score.
What about Ovechkin? Ovechkin just broke Gretzky's record. He throws the body around, you know?
Yeah.
He's got 600 assists or something like that?
Something like that.
But is he happy?
He's playing hockey. I think so.
Well,
Jordan, you do not look happy in this picture, man.
No, that's my sex life.
It's good. Look at the stats. There's a reason why.
My fucking liver.
Dialysis.
So there you go, Jordan. That is your player card, man.
Awesome.
Any
love it.
comments on that? Comments on any of this? Any questions about the stats, man? I got the stats right here.
I just want to announce that I've signed us all up for a meeting on Wednesday night. Don't ask any questions, but we should probably participate in it. Just remember your name and just say, my name is Dave. My name is Paul. I'm an alcoholic. And then you can
exactly. Oh, man. So there you go. So that is the first annual beer awards. And I got to play this intro again because we'll never play it again. So here we go. Congratulations, gentlemen. to 50 episodes of alcohol. There you go. So, gentlemen, episode 53. We got one more thing to do, man. Let's get to final thoughts. And I know you guys have not had a chance to talk very much today.
Oh, we talked.
Talked enough.
So, yeah, we did talk. But if you'd like to extend your final thought, then that's totally fine, man. So let's get to final thoughts. Oh, we got to play the intro. Here we go. Final thoughts.
I'm going to learn that on the guitar. I'm going to learn how to play that song.
That's actually Jordan's on the guitar, I'm on the bass, and Paul's on the drums. All right, final thoughts, episode 53. This was a legendary episode. We had beer awards, we had player cards. What else can we say? Let's get to final thoughts. Paul, let's start with you. Your final thought.
Final thoughts are next week we've got a special guest on the show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, magician Mike Barada is coming
Yes.
on. Yeah, I'm hosting his show at the Prescott on the 18th and 19th, next Friday and Saturday, I believe it is.
Sweet.
Which is going to be very fun. It's funny, we went to high school together, and like I was saying to you guys, like he was like any class I had with him. Like, if you're a class clown, you're only a class clown really if someone is like feeding the fire, right? And he would laugh at everything I did. So it was, I'm more than happy to have him on the podcast. But yeah, I got a show coming up on Wednesday with you guys, right? We're Cultures.
Nope. Rendezvous Bar on Thursday.
That's right. Yeah. That's Thursday. So Wednesday, I'm at Eddie's. Thursday,
nice.
I'm doing that with you guys, and yeah, pretty busy month, So it's
sweet.
Busy. Like, I mean, I've had six or seven shows, which is, compared to last month, the month before, we only have one. It's nice, it's fun. So
that's fantastic.
So
and they're non-open mic. There's nothing wrong with open mics, but when you can get shows that are either paid or non-open mic shows, and that's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's true. And I was saying this to my brother, we're just talking about kind of like where you're at in comedy. And I mean, you have to realize that when you're starting off in this industry, like, of course it's going to take a while for you to start getting paid opportunities, right? But
yeah, I
mean, we're running on 4 years now doing this, like, consistently. So it's obviously nice, but humbling at the same time. But it's kind of cool that those kind of opportunities are starting to happen. You know what I mean? Like, organically too, really. Like, you're not really pursuing it as pay. I need paid. I'm not doing it if I'm not getting paid for it. Because like I said, there's open mics and stuff like that. Those are meant for you to hone your craft, right? Yeah. And it's because of that these opportunities, I think, are sort of coming in, because you're spending the time, going grinding it out at these shows, which are I mean, as for open mics, I think they're very valuable. They're like the break falls of the comedy. You know what I mean? It's like you don't learn how to throw or in martial arts or judo without learning how to fall. Like, so it's I don't know, it's the worst analogy I've ever used, I think, but you guys get the idea. Yeah. So that's it.
All right. Thank you for that final thought. I'll go next, and Jordan, I'll leave you the final word to end the show. I am proud and happy to announce that I performed at Meow That's Hot last Thursday, and I did not quit comedy. I did not quit. So I'm very proud of that, and I performed at Laugh Lounge last night, and it went really well, so very pleased with that.
Oh, how'd that go? Did it go well?
Very well, yeah. I hadn't been there in like a year.
I've never been at all. Was it a packed house?
It was about 15 people. So, but it's a big place, so it looked empty. But It was a decent crowd. And
15, you said?
Yeah, about 15.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was happy with it. And of course, as Paul mentioned, Thursday night at Rendezvous down on Clarence Street. It is the show produced by Jordan. It's called the Extremely Minor Local Celebrity Show. So, make sure you come out to that. That'd be great. And other than that, let's move it on to Jordan to end the show, episode 53. Your final thoughts.
I just want to congratulate you guys. Between the three of us, we've had 144 drinks on 53 episodes. So we're doing God's work, guys.
Let's go, man.
We got the show Thursday coming up. I also have a show Saturday in Gatineau, co-producing that with Sid Kolar from Montreal Comedy Club, also
nice.
His brother. So I'm excited for that.
Nice.
Crazy Horse show that we had last week was amazing. That went great.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was such a good show, man. We'll have another one July 15th, it looks like. We'll be back July 15th. They're really happy. I'm proud to do that. On a little somber note, some of you who care, I know a lot of you, it's whatever. But I've taken a step away from Culture's Comedy Club. No hard feelings. I have nothing but respect for Reggie Cash. I hope he succeeds well with taking.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He's a good guy.
I hope he does, find a way to make that successful and doesn't get hindered down. But yeah, there was just some things in place that I could not continue doing because it was holding me behind a little bit, and I wanted to be able to produce shows outside. So that's the main reason I had to go. And that's it. I have nothing against Culture's Comedy Club or Reggie at all. Keep supporting them as much as you can. I hope they do succeed. And, we'll find out in the future. So all the love for those guys there. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that. Thank you guys for watching 53 episodes, 102 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
Dave, I hope at some point this week you and I can sit down and get us on Spotify. I need your assistance with that. So
you don't need my assistance?
You can watch us.
Call for God. At hotmail.com.
Oh, man.
Yes, I still use Hotmail.
Yeah. Oh, man. You know what? We love all of you guys, man. You each bring something different to the table. And Paul, don't forget, man, you are by far the most favorite on this podcast, man.
Yep.
You are the favorite. So. All right. So that brings an end to episode 53. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jordan. And we will see you all next time.